And we're live. What's going on? The Lynn Project. How are you, my friend?
I'm great. How are you?
I am great also. Let's
How
say
is
hi to
everybody in
people.
chat?
Let's say hi to people in chat. Hey, I just got a notification. Creator Talk starting. It says here, talking with TubeBuddy brand evangelist Rob. That sounds awesome. I want to do that. Scrolling up. Wow, guys, lots of chat to scroll up. That makes me happy. Thank you. Me and Lynn were talking, and I wasn't watching chat pre-stream. That sounds weird. Downscale first in the house. Stacey Rogers in the house. Stacey and all the mods last time. Thank you. I know
Yeah.
mods did a little extra work last time, and I appreciate it. I didn't see. I don't even know what's what, but I appreciate you, and I'm aware of something. Cricket, thank you. Stacey, thank you.
Thank you, Stacy. It's crazy.
Lynn Project's in the house.
I'm here.
You're playing with your hair. I looked up. You're playing with your hair. Orlando guy says best things about Creator Talk. Great topics, awesome chat, and Jeff. Oh wait, that's not what it says. Jerk. No, I can't disagree with you, Orlando guy. I can't disagree with you. Sean, I bet would agree with you. Who's next? What Golden Oaks? Our future, Sean. Our future.
That's what I told him.
I hope anyway. Downscale, Stacy, Tina, Michael's in the house, Jack's in the house, Magic of the Mouse TV, our show sponsor in the house, Lisa Stenberg in the house, Kay Atwood. I was just talking to Kay here, talking to Kay there. Hello, Kay, you're everywhere. Hey, Addie family, what's going on? I saw you on Gonzo's show this morning. Awesome. Hey, Tina. We have a special guest. He's not here yet. I'm going to send him an invite. I've been talking to him. He's ready to go. I just haven't sent the invite yet, so we'll do that shortly. I hope you were in the stream earlier. It was a lot of fun. We had Attractions Magazine editor, and that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys who were there liked it. Obviously, tonight is a little different. We always talk about Disney. Hey, Michaela. Hey, Dean. Appreciate you guys being here. But that was a lot of fun, and this show's going to be a lot of fun, too. Big night. I always am proud when I have a big – I like all my guests, but when we have a big guest, I'm always excited, and that's a big one. And tonight's guest I'm excited about selfishly and for you. So it's a double whammy. He's not here yet. He'll be here in a minute. I haven't even sent the invite, so he's not late or nothing. I just wanted to start off, and I'll send him the link. I've been talking to Rob, I don't know, about 6 months now. I found him on LinkedIn. He does some really impressive stuff. I really like what he's doing, and obviously the people at TubeBuddy do too because they hired him. And so a gentleman from TubeBuddy named Rob is going to be in here talking to us about how to grow our channels and how TubeBuddy can do it. I'm going to send him the link right now. Lynn, you want to talk to the people about, well, your week, say hi, but also you're a TubeBuddy Pro user, as am I. What say you?
I love TubeBuddy. I love how it kind of sets your goals for you. So you already have like your next goal set up, how far away you are, and then when you hit a goal, it lets you know. You get a cool little photo and
I do
badge.
Like
I love that. I'm like, I got a badge.
Yeah, I like those too.
It's just a fun little thing. Am I all blurry?
I was just going to say, you just got pixelated. Hey, Shelly, again. Yeah, do whatever you got to do. I just sent the invite to Rob. He'll be here in a minute. I told him we wanted to start maybe the first 10 minutes, just me and Lynn talking, because I didn't want to make him sit here for an hour while we were saying hi to everybody. But I've had a good YouTube week. You've had a good good YouTube week. Boy, somebody in chat, so I think it might have been my buddy Bill. I'm not sure who it was. I think it was Bill. Said what I've been thinking all day. I want some coconut shrimp. And that's your fault.
They're so good.
They are so good, right? Now I think I was getting ready this morning, but I'm pretty sure I heard you say while I was watching that video, that it was like your second day in 3 that you ever had shrimp. Like you did. I feel like I need to ask. Hey, Fantasmic, what's going on? So you've got your dietary choices are more strict than mine. I think we can. I think we agree to that, right? But I thought you ate fish food. Nope, not fish food. That's weird.
I don't eat fish food regularly. They're like pellets. They're really dry and super crunchy. But I just started eating fish. My whole life, I've never liked shrimp. I didn't like the texture. And then once I started eating crab, I was like, well, all bets are off.
That's where my brain is. I'm like, wait a minute. But yeah, it's crab.
I got to eat it all. So now I eat all the seafood, and I try all the seafood, whether I like it or not. I want to try it. So
that is my diet. If I can see it, I eat it diet. Mostly chips and sauces is what I go for. But I did actually, so I was down at Magnolia yesterday. We're not talking Creator Talk yet. We do this every week. because I like it. We can talk. I was down at Magnolia in Waco, Texas this weekend, and I thought of you. I was doing some video stuff. I was doing pictures. We were doing the family thing, but they have these. They're like you eat out of the truck, like it's like a bunch of truck food things, and one of them was all the cheese. And so I thought of you, and I didn't even get to order. My wife actually ordered from there, and I had some really good, just macaroni and cheese, but it was spectacular macaroni and cheese. But anyway, it was a whole. It was all about cheese, and
that's fantastic. That's right up my alley. Josh sent me a picture of some homemade mac and cheese. My partner's channel, Practically Perfect Park Hopping, and it was oh my God. I started salivating looking at the picture. It looked so amazing. 4 different kinds of cheese, the right cheese to noodle ratio. I could just tell from the picture it was fantastic. But
is there a wrong cheese to noodle ratio? I mean, as long as I get the cheese and the noodles, I'm a happy guy. The right ratio is mine.
Unfortunately, there is. You need to have a little more cheese than noodle, I think.
My grandma's mac and cheese was the best ever. Creator talk. These are the nuggets you don't get anywhere else, right? Grandma's and
very true.
Food pellets.
They're crunchy.
I don't even understand. But anyway, Orlando guy, Michael just said he subscribed to you. That makes me happy. But I do want to throw this out. Orlando guy, great questions in the last show. I really appreciate that. That was awesome.
Very awesome.
I've got it. Fantastic. Gonna just make me giggle here. So I've been using TubeBuddy off and on, I don't know, about 1.5 years if you count the free part. I signed up. No, that's not totally true. I got TubeBuddy Pro. I hope that's the right level. I don't want to be a liar, right?
Yeah, that's what I have.
Well, I got it originally, same way you did, as a part of our Creatorly subscription.
Right.
And I hadn't really dove into it. I remember it was so annoying because I was really into Epidemic Sound. Hey, Bye Free, what's going on? Thank you, by the way, for the super chat. Oh, and Lynn, thank everybody. I love you guys. But anyway, I want to keep going. Okay, so I wasn't using it yet. I was using it just a little bit. It was helping me with the tags, some basic things that were easy. And I was learning Epidemic Sound, and I spent like a month and a half, whatever it was, honing my Let's Learn Epidemic Sound craft, knowing that I had TubeBuddy as part of the Creatorly.
Right.
And then that happened and it went away. And I just recently re-upped. I think it's the same thing I don't know. I want to speak for you. But I just recently jumped back on the Pro TubeBuddy license. I'm very excited about it, mostly, well, for 2 reasons. One, it's going to help me grow, but it's going to help me learn, which part of growing I know, but there's so much. I worked from home. Actually, I worked from home a couple days last week. But one day I got lucky, and the TubeBuddy people, and we're talking the big guys, Andrew Kahn, Nick and Dee Nimmin, oh boy, the other guy with the cool goatee, I can't think of his name, whatever. It was some people that I really, you're pixelated. You went, and then I don't know what's going on there.
I restarted my computer, and I need to restart my router. So if you want to,
whatever you want to do.
When you bring him in, I can dip out for a second, restart, and come back in.
You can dip out now. You know me. I can yak. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do.
It's so annoying because I'm like, yeah, Sean, we're not going to let that happen again. I restarted the computer, and then I came back, and he restarted it too. I'm like, what happened to the computer? He's like, I restarted it. You did too? I'm like, yeah. It didn't work.
You can do it if you want. Like, whatever you want to do. Go ahead. Do it now. I'll yak.
All right. I'll be like, there's my
I think that's Sean. He's a little pixelated too, but I'm pretty sure.
that was him. All right. I'll be back.
I'll be here. Come on
Thanks for being patient, guys. I appreciate it.
We'll be here. No problems. So anyway, I've been using TubeBuddy not very effectively just because, hey, Nicole, how are you? Just because there's so much to learn, right? But I know TubeBuddy is probably the best tool out there. I mean, we'll ask Rob. Obviously, he's going to say that too. But I just... I need to spend the time, I apologize for repeating myself if you're a veteran, but I talked about this a few times in the last few shows. In 2019, I daily vlogged, and I'm proud of it. I'm very proud of it. I posted a video, an edited video every day, not including my live streams. I created a video every day, which was awesome. I did it on purpose. I wanted to attack that. Hey, Avery, what's going on? I wanted 8-bit Atari character, fantastic. That's funny. I wanted to learn editing. I wanted to learn editing on mobile. I wanted to start working in the music, as I just mentioned with Epidemic Sound. I wanted to learn transitions, all the things that, again, if you're a veteran, you've heard me say this before. And it was awesome, but it didn't allow me to do a few things. It didn't allow me to dive into my podcast. New episode up today, by the way. It didn't let me do a lot of things. And one of the things that I just had to choose, hey Jeff, to not get to then was learning some tools like TubeBuddy. 2020, I want to spend some good time learning a couple things. TubeBuddy, I want to get good on Stream, either Streamlabs, OBS, or just OBS, probably both. But TubeBuddy's number one on that list. I think I've figured out music. I don't know that I'm good at it, but I don't feel like I'm bad at it anymore. I think TubeBuddy's the way to go. And one of my things that I do, like if I don't have to go anywhere Saturday, like this Saturday I went somewhere. But this is how my Saturday goes if I'm staying home. I start off the day with my stream. Me and my wife's stream is Beauty and the Beast. Then my buddy Lynn, who will be back any minute, and her partner channel, Practically Perfect Park Hopping, great channel. They live stream along with my friends Jeff and Angela, Does Our Dream. So there's those two live streams, all right? But there's a third, resounding yes on OBS. Yeah. I've got to get. I know how. I don't know how to do it well. You know, it's like I can tie my shoe, but I don't do it well. I can throw a strike, but they can hit it, right? Like I'm not good at it yet. But where was I going with that? I lost my train of thought. I need to spend the time on TubeBuddy to get, Nick. So then my other show, so let me go back. So Does Our Dream, Coffee and Contemplation are my two live streams. And that third live stream is Nick Nimen's live stream. And he's a big part of, just went over 500,000 subscribers. Big part of the TubeBuddy crew, my word, not theirs. I learn every Saturday from Nick. Now, proudly, every Saturday now, I'm hearing things. I'm like, yeah, I've already heard that. Yeah, I've already heard that. And that's because, you get the same questions all the time, right? It's always new people coming in to those kind of chats, and that's awesome. But you get to a point where you want to learn, you take the next step. And TubeBuddy's that next step. I was very lucky to have Andrew Kahn. Oh, hey, Gonzo. Thank you, buddy. Let's absolutely. Week and a half, Gonzo. Thank you for the super chat. Gonzo says, let's get some Dole Whip soon. We'll be able to do that. Do they have it at Epcot? Probably do. Thank you, buddy. Love you. Thank you. Means a lot. Anyway, so I had Andrew Kahn from TubeBuddy audit my channel, do a channel review. He's doing channel reviews, whatever. They do the thing. I don't know if you know about that, but it's a thing on YouTube that happens all the time. Hey, Blue Nose, what's going on, buddy? And so he did it, and I recorded it. It was awesome, and I made a video of it. And I liked the stuff that he said to me. And he, by the way, he's a Disney guy. He said, hey, let's go to Disney sometime. But it's just, hey, Lynn, I missed you.
Hey, am I good now? Hope, please.
You're great now. I see you good. I think you're. Say something again.
Hi.
Yeah, that was good. We're perfect. Anyway, I just think I've been lucky enough. I've spent some time with Nick Nimen on his channel, not with anybody, on his channel, right? And then I've been on some Andrew's shows, and again, he did an audit of my channel on the thing. There's a video. It's on my channel. You can watch it. That kind of stuff is golden, and I think TubeBuddy is something that you can do, right, Stacy?
Thanks.
It's just something that we all need to be taking advantage of, and I'm not yet.
I missed some of what you said. I heard some of it,
Ooh,
but
you didn't hear every word I said. I can't.
I'll go back and watch the replay. I promise. But one time.
Gonzo for the win. Probably, right? What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Anyway, I keep interrupting you. I'm sorry.
The one time I really deep dove and took the time to use TubeBuddy and the keyword finder, that I don't know if it was a coincidence or if it was all of it, but I used it at my Caribbean Beach Resort and Room Tour. I know we talked about this before, but using it to all of its capabilities, whereas keywords that aren't saturated in the market, but they're searched for. So that's kind of how I used it. And I found one of my videos more successful faster than I would normally see, but I'm not sure if it's a correlation of my trend of that type of video, or I think it's all the factors. I really think it's all of the things that played into it. So I want to really take the time to start doing that more often, because I really don't. And that's something I want to utilize. All the tools I have all these tools. I have Creatorly, Epidemic Sound, TubeBuddy, Sticker Mule, the list goes on. TeePublic now, like all of it. I'm in all of these things, and I just want to.
Sean, thank you. Sean was the pixelated guy in the corner a minute ago. Pretty sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Sean,
He's
thank you, buddy. You're
best guy ever.
best.
Savior.
You know what? I'm becoming a big fan too. Not just because of the super chat. I swear. But no, thank you. You don't have to do that. Gonzo, Sean, love you guys. Thank you so much. Anyway, please continue, Lynn. I feel like I interrupted you.
No, I was just saying, like, we got to use the tools that we have. And I've had TubeBuddy Pro for at least 4 months. I know I got some kind of deal on it somewhere where I paid $40 for the year.
Oh, wow.
That was before the Creatorly thing. So when I signed up for Creatorly, I already had TubeBuddy Pro.
Wow. I don't think I knew that. I don't even remember. Like, I just re-signed up like a week, 2-3 weeks ago. I don't know, whatever, recently. And I don't really remember what I paid, to be honest with you.
I specifically remember seeing the deal. They sent me an email, or I saw it on some whatever swipe up this and that. And I was like, oh, all right, $40. That's a lot cheaper than anything else over the course of a year. Split that in 12 months. And yeah, I don't want to do math right now. So I know it's cheap. It's good. It was a good deal.
Well, and speaking of good deals, and we're going to talk about it again when Rob gets in here, but I am going to drop my link, and you're welcome to drop your link too, guy. Who's Guy? Lynn? Guy. It's not even close.
Guys, you can call me guys. I don't care.
It's the wrong name and the wrong sex. What am I doing here?
I answered to pretty much anything, so it's okay.
Hey, you.
Yes.
There's my link, and that's my affiliate link. And I did want to talk about that. I probably will save this for Rob, but no, I won't. So I love Roberto Blake. Oh, there was the other one. He was on that stream I was telling you about that. Hey, that Florida feeling. If you're on this show ever, my Sunday night show, you know I love Roberto Blake. I really just, it's not even what he teaches me, although I learned so much from him. It's his attitude that I just love. He's just got a realness, a little bit of an edge. I like guys who are like not trying to make friends, but trying to disseminate information. Not that he's not friendly. He's totally friendly, but you know what I'm saying? He's just, hey, stop it. Here's the truth. And I love that. And he was sharing, and he said it publicly, so I'm not giving away anything. He said the number that he's making on a monthly basis, just being a ultra uber TubeBuddy affiliate. I don't remember the number, but I remember thinking that's pretty good for dropping a link. Now, obviously, he's in the world. He's in the come to my channel, learn how to grow world. So he's going to do better than any of us do. But there's my link. Click on it. And that reminds me. I think it was you, who we talked about last week, who signed up through my link on Epidemic Sound. Thank you. It gave me a month. I got another one this week, and I don't know who it is. I have an idea, but I don't know. So now I have 2 months of Epidemic Sound because of you good people clicking on my link and getting a good product that, affiliate links work. I said in the last stream, if you're shopping on Amazon, why not go to your favorite creator and click his or her affiliate link? It doesn't cost you more. It changes nothing. You see nothing. They just send Lynn, Jeff, whoever, a percentage. That's kind of easy, silly not to do it, right? I don't know. Michael, I think, Michael, that might have been where we met, buddy. I'm pretty sure it was. I wouldn't, maybe I'm wrong, but I like Roberto. I really like what he does. I like Nick Nimmin. I like D Nimmin. I like everybody in that whole TubeBuddy world. One of my goals is really to get down to Vid Summit someday, some year. Was hoping in 2019 that 2020 would be the year. It is in Anaheim, right across the street from Disneyland. But
there's a good reason.
Yeah. I just don't think it's going to happen this year. But I do. I like that one, Shelly. We'll probably have a vidIQ night too. I've reached out to people there. I use it. I do not use their Pro yet. Not that I'm against it.
Right. I have the free version on the overlay. I have both TubeBuddy and vidIQ overlay on my browser. So
yeah, I do too. I'm not opposed to doing the paid version there. TubeBuddy seems to be the way to go. And again, it's just like when she was gone, I was talking about you can only do so much. And if you're creating a video every day, I wasn't able to do much. Like today, I worked 3 or 4 hours on whatever this is, and none of it was for YouTube. It was for a podcast. And I did put it on my Sean Cannell, Orlando guy. Absolutely. Sean Cannell. I like Benji too. Sean Cannell is great, and his partner Benji is great too. Well, and I know that Lynn likes them too. That's another one.
I love them.
They're great.
All the people that you just named in the last like 2 minutes, they're all people that I've watched religiously when I was starting out. Before I started,
I think that's how me and you clicked. We really like the same kind of stuff.
Yeah, for months before I started researching to figure out how I wanted to do this, because I wasn't going to just like pop on and make a video. Like I wanted to do it professionally, as professionally as possible with the tools that I had, and not just, I don't know, like wake up, I don't know, have a video of me sleeping. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know. And I think, well, and that's where TubeBuddy really comes in. I think that using, and there's a million tools like this.
Yeah.
But it's undoubt, how do I say this articulately? There's no doubt that the people who are doing it right, it being YouTube, are using TubeBuddy. And I'm not using it to its full potential yet. And me and you've been talking about this. I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but me and you have talked offline on how we want to get better at it.
Right.
And I know one of the ways to do it would be to talk to this gentleman. Rob, how are you, buddy? Can you hear us good?
I'm doing good. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, your mic looks cool like that. I like that. That setup right there. So I met you through LinkedIn. You have been you've been killing it on LinkedIn, buddy. And I've been watching I'll just say it this way, your kind of career pop lately, and couldn't happen to a nicer guy from what I've seen. And thank you for doing this. So guys, if you don't know Rob yet, Rob, how do I pronounce your last name?
Balasabas.
Balasabas. Okay. Wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, but did I get it right? Balasabas?
That's right. You just got to get you got to just get the rhythm right, and then
I don't have you seen me? This is all the rhythm I got right here.
Rob Balasabas.
There you go.
You got more rhythm than me. There's a shock.
There you go.
Well, Rob, I appreciate you being here, spending a little time with us. We do this every Sunday night. Lynn and I and most of the people in the chat, not all, but most people in the chat are kind of Disney YouTubers, doing stuff like that. Lynn's channel is very much about, she does Creator Warehouse. It's a shopping Disney, kind of a weekly show or weekly video. And then she also does, I should let you talk, Lynn, right? She does
You're doing great.
Tours. And then I do some other stuff, and everybody in chat does other stuff. Lots of Disney, but most of us, probably all of us in chat, want to get good at YouTube. And boy, are you the right guy to talk to. You do, and not just YouTube, you do live video everywhere. Why don't I shut up and let you tell people what you do, why you do it, and your connection to TubeBuddy now?
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me on the show. I was just in Disneyland, I think about 6 months ago, the one in LA. So with fam, and so basically my where do I start? Yeah, I guess so. I work with TubeBuddy, so I'm the brand evangelist. It's like literally my
what a great title, by the way. I love that.
I know. It was like brand evangelist, brand ambassador, but exactly. So so this is
third. Somebody I want to hang out with. Ambassador sounds like a politician. So I think
exactly. We don't want that. This is going to be my 4th week, and it's been awesome. I've been using TubeBuddy even in my previous role with a company called Thinkific. It was an online course platform. Where we met initially. So I'm just having a blast, connecting with creators and YouTube. That whole space is ginormous. So there's so many different creators.
It is.
I know. Trying to like wrap my head around all of these awesome creators, and trying to find ways to work with them in cool ways. So I have my own channel.
TubeBuddy. Like there's so many. I don't even know where to start. There's so many tools in TubeBuddy, and not just in TubeBuddy. There's other people that do what you guys do, but TubeBuddy seems to be, certainly the leader.
Thanks, man.
People that Lynn and I, and a lot of people in chat respect the most are, the Nick Nimmons, the D Nimmons, the Andrew Kahn, just so many of them. And Roberta Blake is absolutely my jam, and they all are on the TubeBuddy team. I mean, I know they're at least affiliates or Uber affiliate. What do you guys call them? You know, I've been lucky enough to be in their chat so many times that, you know, it gets to the point where I'm now saying, oh man, I've heard that. That's awesome, because I want it to be in here. And the TubeBuddy, it's so many things. Like the free version, it's going to take me forever to get to. Now I'm on the pro version, and I bet I don't know 1% of what you have to offer. How do you recommend people get rolling with TubeBuddy?
Well, yeah, that's actually even my own creator journey. Like when I was using it for Thinkific, I was just scratching the surface on the features, and then, you know, I joined a team, and then, you know, getting product training and all these things, and it's like, man, there's all these other tools that I just was not using. You know, so it really can be, you know, I guess if you're starting out, you know, just like any tool, you know, it can be a little bit overwhelming to just see all of these things. But as you just get to know the platform better, then you can kind of see which ones you're not going to need everything. That's just the honest truth. You know, but it is good to kind of pick the ones that would help you for whatever your goal is with the channel. So for me, like really the keyword research, the SEO Studio is really helpful. So basically everything to upload your videos and make sure it's got the best chance of being found. And then right now, thumbnails. I'm like huge on testing thumbnails. So the A/B testing of thumbnails, that feature is something that I'm using a lot. So
but
yeah,
that's only available in the Legend, right?
I believe so. Yes,
it's Legend and up, because I know I have Pro, and I went to try it because we were talking about it last week, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Part of my subscription. So
for anybody in chat who doesn't know what that is, A/B testing is having two. Well, would you share what A/B testing is?
Sure. Yeah. So basically, you can A/B test. You can set it so that you can change your thumbnails. TubeBuddy will change your thumbnails between two different alternate thumbnails every 24 hours. And then you can have the results after a certain amount of days, and then you can decide which ones did better. Or you can do it when it is, I believe 500 views of that video. And then you can, it has enough data to make a really good guess which thumbnail version will have, better success in the long run. But yeah, so we can, so that's the one that I usually like to use. And Lynn, if you want to test it out, I mean, anybody on the chat, if you guys want to test any of these things out, I'm sure we'll chat. I'll chat with Jeff, and we can get some type of, free trial link over to everybody in the chat
that would
to
be awesome.
test that out.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, I guarantee you'll get people in chat, and people will want that. I guarantee you. They'll be asking me that. For sure. Check out Rob's channel here. So again, he's with TubeBuddy, but he's got his own channel, and it's growing like crazy. I was just watching his video from today, and I'm going to post the link to his video from today because I enjoyed it, and you will too. Give him a look, give him a sub, all that stuff. So, Lynn, you were talking about me and you were talking about thumbnails, but you've used the A/B testing a little bit, right? Or am I misremembering that? I know we talked about it.
No, I haven't, because that's on the higher up tier from mine. Yeah.
Well, what I every conversation we have on this show, and then after our after show where me and Lynn stay up way too late talking about more things, it almost always goes to thumbnails.
Yeah, we talked about thumbnails every week.
It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah.
Me too.
So how I say it is, there's only two ways you can get people. Well, I guess if you're a subscriber, but a new person, you're only going to get with a title, which most people aren't even reading, and a thumbnail, which everyone's looking at. So for me, it's like 99-1. I don't know if you'd agree with that, but other than A/B testing, what advice would you have for us on thumbnails specifically? Because that's kind of the entryway. I mean, you can't get in the door without the door.
Dustin Baker. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. I see some people subscribing. That's awesome. Yeah. No. You know what? It's really hard. Like for me, I like to bounce ideas with other creators that are sort of in my, in my network. There's actually there's a couple like Facebook groups that I am a part of. One of them is Master Thumbnails. If anybody's part of that, I don't know if
we need that link now.
Yeah. I'm writing.
Yeah, let me grab that for you guys. But yeah, it's called Master Thumbnails, and it's a couple guys. I don't know if these names ring a bell, but Scott Simpson and Jeremy Vest. So
I don't know.
yeah. Jeremy Vest used to be with vidIQ. He's no longer is, but So he actually runs that group, and it's an amazing group. There's tons of like YouTube, experts in there and stuff. And then people will just be like, before they upload their videos, to be like, hey, which ones, guys? Like, what do you think? And it's kind of like a cool focus group of like, people giving you feedback. And then sometimes they'll be like, oh, make your text bigger, or take out some of the text, or use this, I mean, they make suggestions. So I think one idea is that, like, bounce your thumbnails.
Because I can ask my daughter, I can ask my wife, I can ask my puppy, but their advice is, it is what it is. But to get Jeremy, to get Rob, to get Andrew, to get a nickname, and I want no disrespect to anybody else, but those are the opinions I want.
Yeah.
My goodness. I mean, part of having you on the show, let's be real, is to let them get to know you so they can connect with you. And us too, me and Lynn too, but just that. And by the way, Dustin Baker, they saw it before I saw it, but thank you so much. That's what a blessing. Thank you, Dustin. I appreciate that. And I appreciate the comment. Thanks for the info. Big help. Having people on like you, the information that you share tonight is going to be valuable. But the biggest thing is, what you just said, master thumbnails. I'll go be part of that connecting site. Like, I want to know where to go. I want to have access, let's be real, to the people that know what I don't know yet. And so it means so much to me to have you on and to share those things. Lynn, did you want to ask him something? I think you had. No, okay, I got it. All right, no, that's all right. I see your face. That's okay. We're good. I thought you had. I didn't want to step on it.
I'm gonna put the link here, because I don't know if I can put this link in the chat, but I'll put it in the private chat inside of StreamYard for you guys.
There you go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So tell me about, like, I don't want to be overly personal, but tell me about being part of the TubeBuddy team. I mean, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? I know you're brand new. You didn't watch the video. It sounds pretty cool to me.
Yeah. TubeBuddy team is fantastic. So the core team of TubeBuddy is based in San Diego. Right by where Social Media Marketing World, the convention center, sort of that part of town. And then the I guess the other half of the team are kind of remote, sprinkled across California and LA and different cities. And I'm up here in Vancouver. So we chat every day, chatting throughout the weekend and stuff like that. It's sort of just a lot of companies are doing things that way now. A lot of remote, team members and stuff. So, fantastic team, right? I came from a company that was, I think when I left, Thinkific was at about 130, team members. TubeBuddy is around 20. So, wow. Yeah. So, I mean, I enjoy that. I enjoy that kind of, environment. When I first joined Thinkific, I was employee number 17. Before it started blowing up and stuff.
Yeah. Wow.
That's awesome. Yeah. So I love that. Like, I love the whole startup. TubeBuddy is no longer a startup. They've been around for 10 years, I think. But
has it always been San Diego? I know it's Phil, right? Phil.
Yeah. Phil. Yeah. I think they were from like Northern California a little bit, but
I'm from San Diego, and I don't. It's probably off topic, so I won't even go there. But whatever. That's cool. I don't know. I didn't know that about either of those companies. So that's interesting to me. Is San Diego kind of a? I feel like is it Jeremy? I feel like there's a couple people that are from that area. I mean, I'm thinking about other names that are San Diegans. Am I just? Or is it kind of a hotbed?
Pat Flynn is in San Diego. Owen Hemsath is in San Diego. Right. There's quite a few. I mean, it's just such a beautiful, beautiful city. I suppose the weather is perfect. You guys. Where are you guys from? You guys are in.
I'm in Fort Worth now, but I grew up in San Diego. Lynn?
I'm in South Florida, but I'm from Michigan. So
there you go.
Close to Canada.
Yeah, close enough, right? Yeah, awesome. So the team is awesome. I mean, the culture is great, and so a lot of this is kind of what I enjoy, is doing this kind of stuff. There's lots of conferences in my calendar in the next little bit. So getting to meet all of
Vid Summit's up in Anaheim, right?
Vid Summit is in Anaheim, Social Media Marketing World, VidCon.
Social Media Marketing World, San Diego, right?
Yes. So in San Diego. Yeah. There's also out east, I suppose. Yeah, it's a little bit. We're going to Albany. People of Video. Have you heard of that one?
I've heard of it. Yes.
Yeah.
Is it Creator Fundamentals?
That's right. Yeah.
I wasn't confident enough to say it, but then I went with it.
I was gonna say, look at you knowing stuff. I'm like, yeah.
I watch YouTube. I don't know, whatever. Just watching YouTube. I should probably get off of YouTube at some point, but no. So yeah, well, and that's I think if it was in I guess it was Dallas. Oh, thank you, Shelly. And I didn't end up getting to go. It was actually you were awesome and sent me the opportunity to go, but I was going to Orlando. It was a family thing. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It was a long time ago, but
that's okay.
That's how we connected. And I appreciate what you were letting me do. Shelly, thank you. Always look forward to Sundays with Jeff Lynn and my friends, Creative Info. Thank you, Shelly. You guys are the best.
Shelly.
Such a blessing to me. Thank you. So let me ask that. I mean, have you been to a bunch of those already? I know your calendar's full. You said, have you been to a bunch of those?
Yeah, a lot of those social media marketing world, VidCon, Vid Summit, video marketing world, a lot of those like video and social media kind of conferences, because even in Thinkific, there's a lot of overlap with that kind of community. Sure. And that, so
that's good overlap though, right? I mean,
that's great overlap. Yeah, that's great overlap. Yeah.
I mean, I love Daryl Eves. Like, all those names that we mentioned, but Daryl Eves and, now Mr. Beast. Oh my gosh. I work with kids too. They love him. Oh my gosh, they love him. And I'm not being disrespectful. He's fun and crushing it on so many levels. But now he's part owner. If somebody like me, who may or may not get to go to one this year, probably not, frankly, and next year I'll probably go to one, is it fair to say that I want to go hang out with Daryl? That I want to go? Like, if you could only go to one, where would you go? And is that even an appropriate question to ask? Is it impossible to answer? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I've been asked a few times, even other brands and other software companies, just because like we're in the same circle. So like, hey, we're thinking of getting into video more. Like, which ones, we want to connect with YouTubers and stuff. I think it really depends on what you're going for. Vid Summit is great just because it's a smaller conference, where you can meet the speakers and meet all the different brands and like really have a intimate sort of like conversation and pick their brains and stuff. And VidCon is gigantic, right? It's by Disneyland, like
YouTube celebrity thing, right?
It's for like a lot of fans and stuff like that, and it's huge, Same with social media marketing world. So it really depends on what you're looking to kind of get out of it. But I like Vid Summit. I'm just going to be my probably third year attending this year, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's good. I mean, it's so hard to find people that understand what you do in this world of your life with like creating videos and stuff. That's why we're doing this, right? Yeah. So it's cool to, if you can, invest even once a year. But even if you can't, guys, like I think, if you're listening, and I think it's really important to like build a community around yourself of other creators. There's probably a meetup, like a YouTube creator meetup happening in your city. And tap into that, right?
If not, make one, start one.
Exactly. There you go, Lynn. Yeah.
That too today, actually. So that's really cool.
It's very the Cody Warner kind of no small creator thought, right? Just if there's not one in your town, do it. I've done that. I did some stuff in Fort Worth. Frankly, I backed away from it because who has time for everything you want to do, right? But it is fun, like what we're doing right now, just getting to know you and picking your brain and connecting with you a little bit, and everybody in chat and me and Lynn. It's so, you said it, it's so nice to know that someone else is thinking about these things too. Like 99% of the people that I bump into in my life don't know what a thumbnail is. No. And I want advice. I need advice. So I need people who not only know what it is, but do it.
It's this. Wait, it's this.
One of those.
Thumbnail. Like, why are we talking about thumbnails?
Yeah, what are we doing here?
We all have them.
So I want to ask you about keywords and such. Like when I'm on TubeBuddy, obviously it'll populate, hey, use these words. And then I hear from YouTube, and I'll hear from Daryl Eves, and I'll hear from Nick Newman, and I'll hear from all the people we've been talking about. And it seems to me that the going advice seems to be that it doesn't matter, that YouTube knows what's in your video. Like, should I bother? Should I just hit the copy and paste and pop them in there? Tell me and tell the people if you think that's something that we should be spending our time on getting good at.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't dare sort of like, say, I mean, I'm like you guys, to be honest and to be really transparent. I look up to these guys too when it comes to this stuff. And so for me, I'm just testing myself, right? So
always continue to test yourself, never stop.
Testing. Right? Exactly. No, that's true. So I'm focused more on my content. Like right now, I would say even before I joined TubeBuddy, I had my channel, and probably a few months before the thought of and conversations about joining TubeBuddy came up, I really was looking at my YouTube channel a lot closer and be like, I'm kind of all over the place, doing a vlog here and doing a tutorial here and different things. So depends on what you're trying to do with your channel. Now, if you just want to share cool information about your city or something you're really passionate about, then it doesn't really matter. Like you can just, do whatever you want to do. But if you want to grow, then I think, yes, keywords, all these things that YouTube makes available to you is important. That's why it's there. That's why they put value in that. Now, what is the most important? That's probably a harder question to answer. I'm again going back to thumbnails. I spend a lot of time on thumbnails. I spend a lot of time now going and doing research on keywords before I create a video too. Okay. That's just my space. So, versus like a vlog channel where it's like, as long as you're talking about specific cities or, you're going to do a San Diego travel vlog or something like that, or a California travel vlog or Manila vlog, then you can probably not be so research based before you create the video. But yeah, so I guess it just kind of comes down to what you're looking to do with your channel. Are you looking to monetize it? Are you looking to build an audience or build an email list or, attract brand deals? Like, what is it that you're trying to do? And then that kind of is like, sort of like sets the basis and for what you're going to spend the most time on.
Kind of thinking with the end in mind kind of thing, right? Like
exactly. Yeah.
Nick said it on one of his like I know him. I always do that. Like I don't know Nick, but Mr. Niman with the N, whatever. He talked about how he started his channel because he wanted to grow an email list, and now here he is over 500,000 on his second channel. I mean, that's pretty cool stuff. I think just for me, it's about intentionality, and I think that's for me where TubeBuddy is helpful. I know what I want to do. I want to grow. I want to have a great time earning a YouTube play button. Let's be real. I want to make friends. I want to have a good time, and I want a YouTube play button back there. I can go, ha, it's mine. I don't know why. I just do. And TubeBuddy has all these, like if I just took one thing a week and learned what the heck it was, not even get good at it, learn what the heck it was, and then determine if that's something that I think can be helpful, because all of it's helpful. But to decide, and I guess this is where I'm trying to go with this. Would you consider, and I know you work for them, but would you consider, should they just start with the free and then move on to, should we just do it that way? And all the things? Or are we missing out on, like, because I'm just the first tier, just the pro. And there's so much stuff that I don't know how long it's going to take me to learn all those things. I don't know. I don't think I'm forming my question very well, but
no, I think I get it. Yeah, if you're just starting out, whether you're just starting out with YouTube or you've been using YouTube for, you've been on YouTube for a long time, and when it comes to TubeBuddy, there's no pressure. Like, yeah, just start with the free. We're happy to. Yeah, we have free trials. If you're like, hey, you know what, I really wanted to try this, but now I'm hitting a paywall. There's a free trial. We can extend that to you. It's not a big deal. Like it's the thing that one of the things that really attracted me to TubeBuddy when I started talking to them about joining the team was that they weren't very like aggressive with a lot of like software companies and stuff. It's all about like the value ladder and like the upsells and stuff like that.
Yep.
They were like not, I think Phil even admittedly has a problem of giving away too much, free trials and extending them.
Like, I've been in enough chats that I've seen. I guess Andrew, I don't really know. I don't want to speak out of turn, but you guys are very generous, clearly, and that's, it shows. Obviously you're trying to support creators. Duh, it's your niche, but it also shows if you're doing it for the almighty dollar or to grow people, and there's a little bit of win-win there. So I don't know. I love it. I don't stuff that helps. And people are always begging for free stuff, but whatever. I love it. I'm trying to agree with Rob there. They're definitely if you're new to them. I don't know Phil. I know of Phil, but and I don't know Andrew. And I watch them all the time. But these are people that are clearly doing it right. I'll say it there. I'm gonna jump to my sponsor right now. There's a link to my sponsor to his podcast, and I'm gonna tell you a little about him right now if I can hit the right button. There you go. Bill Guerrero Sr., Bill Guerrero Jr. They're the Magic of the Mouse podcast, where each week your hosts, Bill and Bill, bring you the latest Disney news, and they will be discussing everything Disney to get you ready for your next Disney vacation. New episodes drop every Wednesday morning on all major podcast apps. Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, which is the link I dropped, Overcast, iHeartRadio, and Google. You can also connect with Magic the Mouse on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Just do a search for Magic of the Mouse. Also, go check out the Magic of the Mouse TV channel on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when they post a new video or when they're in the parks, hopefully like they are in a week and a half with me. And I'm going to use that as a segue. I'm stoked to, I planned on, I'm a goals guy, and I had these goals for 2019. I had some goals for 2020. And that is my first real paid sponsor of a few that I'm going to get this year. Yeah, it's exciting. How would you share with the people who are growing a channel to go about that? Does TubeBuddy have anything for that? It's kind of everybody's, like, let's be real. We all want to be part of the YouTube partner program, and it's unbelievable that YouTube is sharing their revenue. I love it, but that whole, I'm going to turn into Roberto Blake here. That whole, bucket of gold at the end of that rainbow has long gone. It's about having other revenue streams if you want to monetize. It's not about hoping you make $1 billion for Google so they send you some percentage. What are your thoughts on that? I'll shut up and answer.
My thoughts on monetization is that you definitely need to diversify. I've spoken to enough YouTubers here that it's hard to just rely on, YouTube revenue. So, you've got to look at programs and courses and sponsorships, all these things, right? Patreon, even like that sort of, building a community, memberships, that sort of thing. Like, I think you need to diversify just because things change so rapidly. And to just rely and try to get, X amount of subscribers so that you can monetize your YouTube channel is a very short-sighted goal, and you're not really protecting yourself and hedging yourself against changes and updates. So having multiple, sources of revenue and channels of revenue is very important. So start looking at that. Roberto Blake is a great example. He's always very open and candid about, all of his different revenue channels. So as a creator, no matter what niche or niche, I don't know how Americans say it.
I say both ways. I have no idea.
Both are right. I don't know.
Both are right. Perfect.
Okay, good. Sounds like a diversified niche, but we're not going there.
Yeah.
I just dropped Rob's channel link.
Thank you.
I dropped his video earlier from today. Go check it out. And there's his channel. Make sure you subscribe to him. Obviously, he's dropping a lot of knowledge, and you're gonna get great value out of following him. So we talked about Roberto. It was during the Christmas break. I was in my garage making a mess out of my mess, and he was on there talking about COPPA. And I remember, the world stopped. People just freaked the heck out. And I did a video on it. It's frankly probably why we have the show here. But he was on with the lawyer guy and blah, blah, blah. And he was just basically sitting there saying, people, calm the heck down, diversify, to use your word that you just used, and think about creating, don't think about all the things. Like, there's so much to a great YouTube channel. Lynn has a great channel that's growing like crazy, and she does 2 basic videos, and that's a lot of work. And then we're learning TubeBuddy, and we're creating a community, and all of that is full-time. Oh, and by the way, it's not your full-time job, right? And I can speak for me, or I can speak for you. But then there's all this other stuff that just people put there for no apparent reason, and they let it get I see it as competition thinning. I think of it as kind of Darwinian, they're going to die off. But any advice for those people who are listening to all the noise? And I don't know.
Did we lose Rob? Did he freeze?
Oh, did we? Oh, shoot. Well, I was going to ask you anyway, Lynn. When you're growing like you are, and you've got 2 regular, no, seriously, and you've got 2 regular video series, is that the right way to say that?
Yeah.
That you're busting your rear end to create.
Yeah.
How do you find the time to get to TubeBuddy or Epidemic Sound or all the other things we've been talking about, some of the tools we talked about to up your game? And if we get one, we'll follow up with it.
It's really about just finding the time. You know what? This year I bought a planner. And every day it has your top 3. And then underneath that, it has everything else. And then nighttime. So if I really, really want to,
side hustle time,
I can write down do this for 1 hour. For 1 hour, look at TubeBuddy, SEO. Look at what's your next video I'm doing? Animal Kingdom Lodge resort room tour. Get on there and do the research and find out what tags are going to be best for my video so that it can just launch right up into the top of the searches. It's about making the time. It's about not watching, not binging on Netflix. And I am 1000% guilty of that. I do it all the time. So it's about just making the choice. What is going to be more important today? Today, I'm going to spend 3 hours binge watching a show with hubby. And then the next day, I'm going to spend 3 hours binging SEO and keywords and titles for my video. It's really just about finding the balance, and you make a choice. You can spend your time. It's one thing. It's most valuable. I talked about this with you like the last couple of weeks. Time is more valuable than anything else.
Like that after work time, the side hustle time we talk about all the time. Like somebody smarter than me says you need to have 3 hobbies. One to keep yourself fit. I haven't found that one yet. But then one, to make a little money, and one to build your creative or fulfill your creative juices, whatever the right way to say it is. For me, YouTube is those two things. If I get on a treadmill while I was doing it, I'd get all three. But unlikely. But I love that. I just dropped my link. It's my affiliate link to TubeBuddy. If you want to use that, please do. I don't even know what it does, honestly. I've had some success with my Epidemic Sound one, but just get over and check them out. I did want to ask you, and I don't know how well you're going to know this, but on TubeBuddy, when you sign up, you get member perks, and then you got the Tuber Tools thing, which is the Nix thing. You got TubeBuddy Mobile, which I love. I haven't even looked at Audio Hero. There's so much more. Any advice on those? Anything that stands out there that you think that you want to point us to that we should check out? I really don't know much about them.
With the member perks? Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I'm actually just getting into some of those myself and just checking a lot of them out. There's some really good ones. I mean, depends on, kind of again, what you're looking for. But, even Filmora for editing and stuff like that. We're looking to add more to this. By the way, if you're looking at member perks, we're looking to add more because there's quite a few that have been kind of like just been waiting on the sidelines for us to upload and put on the page. And then we're looking to categorize them. So, like audio tools, music, sound, that sort of thing. Cool. Yeah. Learning platforms, all sorts of different tools that, we just get to know over the years. But yeah, there's so many out there. Also, I wanted to, I know that I saw a comment from the Addy family about a creator meetup in Disney World or something like that. I think you saw it earlier. You had tagged it in.
I saw that also. I think
in
Orlando.
Yeah. So this is kind of a side note, but you mentioned Cody. So Cody Warner. So No Small Creator. We got connected, or he connected with Phil, and he actually had a meetup, No Small Creator meetup in Toronto today.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we supported that. We, food and beverage and whatever else cost that they had. But yeah, we are super down. We're, to support those things. So we want to support more meetups and creator meetups all over the world. If we just need people on the ground to kind of help us pick a place.
So I know a guy in Fort Worth who had 2 events, one that he did on his YouTube channel. He looks a lot like me, and I don't have a twin. And we called it the Small Creator DFW because I love Cody. Like the day I decided to daily vlog 2019 was the day I watched Cody's video saying I'm not daily vlogging in 2019. I'm like, no, you have to. Like, I love his positivity. Like, you don't know me, but I'm going to yell at my screen. You have to not. And I loved watching his public growth. I mean, you obviously only see what he shows you, but I like people who say you can, and I despise people who say you can't. And Cody's, I don't know him. Again, like when I name the first name, I feel like I'm inferring that I know these people. I don't know these people, but Cody just put it out there. Yes, you can. And then obviously got a little lucky with Peter McKinnon, but good, lucky, luck favors, the bold, and he's crushing it, and McKinnon's crushing it, and all of a sudden this guy that I was watching, which I don't know how many subscribers we had when I started watching, but you feel like you're part of his growth. And then, I hope he's having as much success as I think, but I took that and just a silly hashtag and just a silly event that I did twice, once that we did a video of, because of that. Even if I never get to tell him that story, I feel connected to him.
Building a community.
Yeah. I mean, I'm part of his community. I mean, I'm not going to be, I'm an arrogant guy. Not going to say he's not going to know my name ever, but he clearly doesn't know my name. And he's had such a positive influence on what I want and what little I've done so far. I love that you say that. Those in-person meetups are just more accessible to some people. I don't know what the right word is. I'm not finding my word yet, but
I don't know. It's all good. Yeah. No, it's great. I mean, we're talking with Andrea, who's actually based in Atlanta, and so she's running a creator meetup down there, and I think we connected with her on Twitter, and we're like, hey, like if you want us to support it or whatever, let's hop on a call. Hopped on a call with her on Friday, and so I think she's trying to get. She might have Dusty Porter.
Oh, nice.
Dusty Porter come in and speak to 30 or 40 of her people, and Roberta Blake was there at the last meetup and stuff. So yeah, like again, it all for us, all these things don't necessarily like equate into dollars and cents, but it's just something that as a company we just want to support the community, that's done so much for TubeBuddy. And so
Ready,
so
Set Autism.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ready, Set Autism Family had a question. Can you organize tags when you're getting ready to upload? Does it matter which order the tags are in? That's actually a really great question, I think.
That's a really good question. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. You can organize tags. So if you're doing keyword research, you can add the keywords that you like to a tag list. So I have different tag lists for LinkedIn Live videos or LinkedIn Live tutorials and stuff like that. I'm not sure though if the order of the tags matter. I don't know if you guys have an opinion on that.
I was going to say maybe I misunderstood the question, but why do you want to? Why do we want tags in order? What am I missing there?
I actually do go through and organize my tags. I will tag all of it, and then after the video is uploaded, I don't know if it does. It doesn't really show me before, but after it's uploaded, it will show the different numbers, and then I can go into TubeBuddy and it can organize them by priority of. I don't know if it does anything, but I go back and do it. So
I've never thought about a necessity as it relates to the order of the tags, but maybe.
I don't know if it does, but I do it. I go in through each video and will, it's an option on TubeBuddy, the overlay in your browser, whatever it is, that you can organize tags. And I go in, I click that button, hit save, and then move on to the next video.
Interesting. Huh. Cool. Well, I almost got you here for an hour. I don't want to keep you all night, but I did want to ask you, and you mentioned it, video on YouTube versus video on LinkedIn versus video on Facebook. How do you, I mean, everybody says it needs to be native to those platforms. I know you've been crushing it on LinkedIn. I haven't played much with the video on LinkedIn at all. I haven't even looked at it really. Any advice for people who want to move, like we do live streams? Should we be on Twitch too? Should we be on Facebook Live too? Should we be, I don't know. I just think that you're probably the LinkedIn Live guy in my life, so I want to not ask you that question. Double negative there. Any thoughts on that and how we should go about that, or should we just stick to one? Any advice on that would be awesome.
Yeah. So this is a friend of mine always says when he answers questions like this is descriptive, not necessarily prescriptive. So this is for me. I like that. So for me, I am even for TubeBuddy. So I've launched a new live show on the TubeBuddy channel, TubeBuddy Facebook, Twitter channel, and also my LinkedIn Live. It's called the Creators Corner. And really, it's just candid. It's like much like this format, just bring on a creator, and not necessarily a YouTube creator. Could be Instagram expert creator. It could be, Facebook Live expert, TikTok maybe if I can find one. That is not busy.
Don't get Jeff started on TikTok.
Yeah, I have a strong opinion on TikTok in it.
I know.
What everyone else, but that's all right.
So what we're doing is that show that I started is running live on all the channels, including my LinkedIn Live, except for the TubeBuddy YouTube Live YouTube channel. And so the idea there is that the YouTube Live is still sort of like the premier like live show where you'll have different experts, because we understand that audience on YouTube, they really just want basically, how can this live stream help me grow my channel? They don't really care. I
Right.
mean, at this point, they don't really care like, oh, like who is this creator? What's their backstory on all this stuff? It's like, okay, well, show me, one
Give me
thing that I can do
information.
today. Yeah, show me one thing today that I can do to grow my channel. So that's TubeBuddy. For me, my main, like my peak of my content goes onto YouTube, and then I use all the other channels really to push to YouTube. So for example, if I have a tutorial, it goes on YouTube, and then what I'll do is I'll do a teaser video that I upload natively to LinkedIn, that they can watch the full thing on YouTube. And and same thing with Instagram TV and stuff. I'll have like a teaser or like a micro piece of content from the full length YouTube video on IGTV that pushes to the YouTube video. So everything goes to YouTube.
So the full content for YouTube, and then clip it for fill in the blank. That's what you're saying?
Basically, yeah.
Well, that makes me feel good, because that's kind of where my mindset is. I'm not doing it right now, but in my mind, that's where I'd like to be. And so that's helpful. That's good stuff. Lynn, I don't want to keep him all night. So anything you want to ask him before I tell him thank you so much?
No, I think this has been really helpful and awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us and chatting with us about TubeBuddy. And we need to work on thumbnails.
Like I'm sitting here thinking, oh man, it's Monday tomorrow. I got to go to work. I want to dive into TubeBuddy and just do stuff. This has been great. Like I really. Oh, good. I was just going to ask you about the disabled. You answered it. Perfect.
Just send me a message.
I don't even think I could specifically say what the best thing's been. It's just, I don't know, being able to ask you the questions and share with people in the chat. I don't know. I'm not articulating well because I'm so excited. I'm thinking about all these things, and every time I click over on my TubeBuddy, I think, well, I can ask him this, and then I got 100 other things to ask him, and it's just so massive and vast. And I was lucky enough to have on my show an hour ago a gentleman who has approaching 700,000 subscribers, and a couple weeks ago I had somebody who's at 80,000, and I'm sitting here high-fiving myself at 3,000. Like it's levels of expertise, levels of goals, and it's kind of never gonna stop, right? Like
we I've
not bumped into somebody that thought they knew everything yet, right? I mean, I guess we just have to embrace it. We're going to always be learning.
I think so. I think that's the kind of part of the fun with YouTube, is that there's always going to be somebody with a bigger channel, and there's always going to be some type of change. Hopefully you're the kind of person that doesn't mind, rolling with the punches and learning new skills and stuff. But, I think that's just part of it. Yeah. I mean, I guess we talked about a lot of different things here in this session. So there's not really one thing that kind of jumps out, but I mean, it's been fun. Like I've been watching your show, and we're connected on LinkedIn. I'm gonna start following Lynn here and subscribe to her. And I mean, if there's anything that I can do for you guys or your community, let me know. I think one of the somebody in the chat there was like, how do I get in contact? So literally just send me an email, rob@tubebuddy.com. That's the easiest way.
That's the easiest email ever.
Right?
Right. I know.
You're the only Rob at TubeBuddy
so far.
The next one's Rob number 2.
Rob
exactly.
at TubeBuddy.
You want to be the first one. I just dropped the link. Rob's going to subscribe. You should subscribe to Lynn. I mean, come on, she's right there. She's awesome.
Perfect.
Rob, I talked about how long, but we try to keep it an hour. I don't want to be disrespectful of your time, but I really, really appreciate this. Thank you so much for taking an hour out of your Sunday. I don't know if the Oscars are still on, but thanks for skipping that.
They were on tonight. This was more important.
Y'all
should have been here.
But I know there are people out there who are learning who to vote for tonight. I'm not that person, but whatever. See what I did? Little stick at Hollywood people. But I really, really appreciate your time. I love what you're doing on LinkedIn and everywhere, and I'm really happy for you being on TubeBuddy. I mean, I'm a big fan, and maybe we'll do this in a year again. I mean, we're gonna talk between now and a year, but maybe in a year again, and I'll consider myself a TubeBuddy.
Wouldn't that be so much fun in a year to revisit this?
Oh yeah.
Hopefully by
That-
then I've learned
That's
my things.
exciting. Like that makes me smile ear to ear. Like just thinking about like a year from now.
It is
Like
fun, right? To think about where that's the way to do it. When you
I
want
love it.
it's so far away. No, it's not. Look where you were a year ago. I mean,
Yeah.
you weren't working for TubeBuddy a year ago. That's pretty dang cool, right?
Yeah. No, it's awesome. It's awesome. No, it's great. Yeah, I'd love to do that. And I need to get you guys on LinkedIn Live with me.
Anytime.
And we'll jam on
Love that.
I would love it. I would
Awesome.
love it. So I appreciate the time. Guys, we're going to end it here. If you're in chat, thank you. If you were one of the super chatters, thank you. If you're one of mod, thank you. If you're just a human and you're here, thank you. Check out Lynn's channel. Check out Rob's channel. Have a great week. Love you all. Please stick around and I'll say thank you to you two afterwards.
Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate you all.
Who won? You Oscars. Oh, wait. I don't care. Bye
They
for
all
now.
won. Someone got a trophy.
I
I think.
probably don't even know any of them.